My name is Bukunmi and I'll be giving a spoken word piece on the theme of the hack. We are rising. We arise because we are young and compatriots. We arise and take the call of necessity because we are global leaders enforcing change in our cities. Despite the status quo, the hurdles that make it hard to cope, the burden on us is the catalyst. To bet the world we want is a must. It is the reason we hack for the global goals. Let me tell you a story. My youth stood before me in all its glory. It felt like it will never come. Then it felt like it came in a hurry. I was standing there so clueless. Hey God, where's everything I've been learning safe? Educate yourself, they said school is the tool. So I was buried in these books, day in, day out, giving all it took only to feel like I resurrected, but not in full. If all you learned in school is all you came to the streets with, I'm sorry, or soon you would be sent back to go dig up truth. The one tailored for your rise, the answers to your whys, something to make you wise. All these I have come to realize is what education is. A dogged awareness of self, identity, and purpose, and the roles they play in interacting with solutions. Now I have learned a plethora of information that was buried in self-search. Knowledge is power to be coveted at every turn. Your life is a reflection of every churn. A light to your feet, you better let it burn. Now I have learned resilience. For how else in the face of deafening silence, daunting injustice, and echoing lack of opportunities, do the youth of this state remain persistent, joining the alma mater of never die spirits until they find grounds for their feet. Now I have learned fear, but not in that way that tear you in terror. Instead, as that rushing thrill of adrenaline, saying as we rose willing to put our lives on the line to end SARS, to end rape, to survive the pandemic, to thrive in a system where they thought hiding a few packs of Indomie would make us meek. I see the future arising, the revolution starting from our small steps in the giant sand. I see our connections of hands finally breaking through the barriers just as we have planned. I see the little child carrying his little bag with a pocket full of glee. Finally, the time has been redeemed and he can find himself within a space to nurture everything he carries in him. Education must be made accessible. It is the beginning of every future. I see the little girl, no longer raised like an empty shell, waiting to be filled by a man because the expectations of time must be fulfilled. Education should be made adaptive as it is instrumental in breaking stereotypes like gender injustice. I see the children of the North taking up the streets, no longer scared of the classrooms because they might be kidnapped or because they are too hungry to learn. They choose food first and a nap. Education in its truest form is the answer to eradicate hunger and poverty. I see a synthesis of people no longer segregated on the basis of strata, whose religion is better, whose connection is stronger, but are rather seen as a hope to pass the baton so we do not lose momentum. Just because goal 10 has been scored, an educative conversation, the striker. The mind of the young is a field to plant. And if we must sustain results, it is imperative that we push this narrative of educating them now, not just to be classroom bookworms, but to be critical and innovative thinkers. Let them know that they are not too young to be solution providers. Validate their dreams, celebrate their strength, demystify their weaknesses. There is freedom in dreaming, but there is war in achieving. But by the time we win, we do not just do so for ourselves, we do it for all. Brevity is the ultimate formula. Thank you very much.